Alrighty guys, let's get right into this review. Rudy Gay scored 36 points as the Sacramento Kings come into town against the Milwaukee Bucks and defeat them 129-118. Point guard Rajon Rondo, who's had a solid string of games for the past 4 or 5 and starting from the season to actually begin with, scored 10 points and dished out 13 assists in 38 minutes of play. On the other side of the ball, Rondo's matchup, point guard Michael Carter-Williams, who I've been supporting, especially in my last video I uploaded. Check that out in the description if you haven't yet seen it. Went 0 for 7 from the field and did not really contribute in any way, committing 4 turnovers and dishing out 3 assists. Bad game for MCW. Really, aside from MCW, nobody else really had a poor game on Milwaukee's side. The story of the game was just fabulous shooting from both teams. Sacramento shot 77% from the field in the first quarter. 77. I am not making a mistake. They shot 77% from the field. Say cuenta y siete. I don't know. Spanish sucks for me. Whatever. 77%. Now, Milwaukee shot 60%, but 77 is nothing. You cannot allow that. And the thing was, it wasn't like they were getting wide open layups in the paint or just... No, it was 30-foot contested three-point shots that they were knocking down. It was crazy. Sacramento was just really on all keys tonight, and they could not miss. It's evident in every single player on their roster shooting over 50% from the field except for Ben McLemore, who went 2 for 5 and was kind of in foul trouble throughout the game. But aside from him, even Rajon Rondo, who was not known for his shooting, went 5 for 10 from the field. Now, on the other side, Milwaukee had their pros and their cons. O.J. Mayo took 12 three-point shots, and he made 2 of them. Obviously, not a good number. But really, everyone else was pretty solid from the field. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton combined for 42, each scoring 21 points on pretty efficient shooting. Middleton had 5 fouls, and Giannis was ejected really late in the fourth with his 6th, as it was just the scrappy fouls. But regardless, fouls weren't really a problem for Milwaukee. It was just the great shooting of Sacramento. Once again, 77% in the first quarter. In the end, Milwaukee shot around 50 and Sacramento shot around 60, which is really high for both teams. Really high for both teams in any game. But those are the numbers we were given. Now I have a couple of notes from this game. There's a lot of them. It was a really interesting game overall. Now, Sacramento was without their leading scorer and rebounder in DeMarcus Cousins, who's sidelined with a little bit of a back injury, I believe. He was at the game and dressed in warm-ups, supporting his team from the bench in a way that I really don't understand, but he did that. On the other end, it looked like Michael Carter-Williams kind of hurt or banged up his knee or ankle, whatever, in the last couple minutes of the game, which is no good. He might be good for Friday against Orlando, but I'll let you guys know if something happens. Another thing I'd like to point out would be Jason Kidd's ejection late in the fourth. So basically what happened was Jason Kidd was extremely frustrated by probably Sacramento's play, his team play, and the play it's been in a couple of games. And after getting into a little bit of a confrontation with official Zach Zarba, he appeared to reach over the referee's body and attempt to knock the ball out of his arm, which resulted in an immediate ejection. Now, I don't know if it was a message he was trying to send to the players that, it's frustrating, and the coaching staff as well, to maybe win a game, lose 2 games, and be in this little rut. We'll see if everyone got the message, as they will take on Orlando once again on Friday. All right, guys, that's it for me. I know it's holidays, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I hope everybody has a happy holidays. Everybody enjoys their food. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know the rest. All right, guys, peace.
Welcome to Bucks Fast Break, presented by Columbia St. Mary's. Alongside Tony Smith, I'm Telly Hughes. Bucks lose 129-118 tonight. And, Tony, it all came down to the lack of defense. The Kings shot 57% in tonight's ballgame.
Yeah, Telly, you're absolutely right. And, I'm not really a stats guy. You know that, Telly. But I'm going to throw some numbers out at you. The Bucks are up 28-16 fast break points, 52-46 in the paint. They shot 47%, including 13 threes, 30 assists. Only 11 turnovers, and they had 118 points. That's the tail of the tape. And they lose the game.
And
that's why I don't rely on stats. You cannot tell me that I read those stats and you would say they lost that game.
Yeah,
they lost that game because they're 57% over there. And it was just unbelievable. The Bucks could not stop these guys at all on the defensive end. And again, if you try to get into a shootout, Coach Kidd has said it how many times? They're not an offensive team. They have to rely on defense.
And it's disappointing the way they weren't able to follow up a strong defensive effort on Monday against the Pistons, but nonetheless, the Bucks lose 129-118. Jason Kidd was ejected in the fourth quarter of this game, and let's hear from him and what went down in that process.
Well, one, I called a timeout. You know, I walked all the way down to get a timeout. Zach asked me what I wanted. I said I need a timeout. And then we had our discussion. He gave me the T. And so from there, I'm trying, one, protect my guys, understanding that we felt that we were getting fouled and the whistle wasn't being blown. And so what happens in this league, you have to, you know, stand up for yourself. And my job is to protect those young guys as much as we thought we were getting fouled. But that wasn't the issue of the game. You know, we gave them warm-up jump shots. They got our temperature, saw that we didn't want to play defense, and they took advantage of it, and that's as easy as it is.
Frustration level was high tonight, and the Bucks will look to rebound in Orlando on Friday. Always been a tough place for the Bucks to play. Tony, what would they have to do against Scott Skiles' Orlando Magic in order to bounce back from this one?
Well, very simply, they have to play defense, Telly. It's got to get way better than it was tonight. And, again, coming off of a great defensive game, now you lay this egg defensively, so they'll be looking to get back to the basics on defense and really get these young guys going and understanding what the concepts are and where they need to be on defense to get some stops and not give up, as Coach Kidd said, warm-up jump shots.
Well, time to move forward for Tony Smith. I'm Telly Hughes. Thanks for joining us for Bucks Fast Break presented by Columbia St. Mary's.
It's fun. It's fun. It's
E-dubs. It's fun in this world we live in. Yeah. Chilling with the homies, smoking loud in the kitchen. People just mad cause I'm flyer than a pigeon. People just mad cause I made it when they didn't. But soon enough, none of that will matter. I'm the rise to fame and I'm climbing broken ladders. Got no chick, but my new one